Quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And Ryan's throw taken in by Ridley here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And this is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lance going to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On play action, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Patterson on the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Completes it to Fitzgerald. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Oliver. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They run with Patterson. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Atlanta. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races. And there he goes.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. Right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. It's Patterson, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Being chased out left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Lance. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Incomplete on the deep ball.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Ryan. Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Fielded just inside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. and a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Brings up second and 2. They'll go option to the short side.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And now they'll throw with Lance. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Lance now on third and goal. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Gold is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 39, Ryan. This one left side caught by Patterson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year.
This is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Throwing again, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Larry Fitzgerald. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play action, now it's Lance. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They hand it off to Mostert. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.